The New England Patriots just hinted at who QB1 is going to be. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron. You already know this is Sports Talk Patriots on the daily, pushing out New England Patriots content just for you. It's training camp. We're not even out of the preseason, and on a daily basis, pushing out Patriots content. So do me a huge favor, huge favor. Hit that subscribe button, like, and comment below. It'd mean the world to me. I'd appreciate it. Now, we look at this New England Patriots team, and we know we talk about it all the time. There's a ton of question marks on the offensive side of the ball, a ton of them. But Jerod Mayo recently was asked about QB1, who's going to be starting week one, and when it comes down to it, this is what he hinted at, and I think this is awesome news for Drake May. So basically, he was asked, hey, could Drake May start right now? Could he be a starter? Jerod Mayo, being the coach that he is, being the smart guy he is saying 100%. Now, why is he going to say that? Because if down the road, Drake May is going to be the starter after week 3 of the preseason when they play the Commanders, if Drake May were to be, hey, guys, we think based on everything we've seen, Drake May is going to be the starter, he's going to be able to go back and say, hey, remember what I said, 100%, he could be a starter. This is what we've believed all along. Now, here is the interesting thing that I want to point out. At the start of training camp, when Jacoby Brissett was picked up, obviously that was well before training camp, but when Jacoby Brissett was picked up, it was he will be the week 1 starter. Jerod Mayo, you look back at any of the quotes, he has talked about Jacoby Brissett is going to be the starter. That's what he's talked about. He said it multiple times to reporters. Now keep that in mind. Now, when asked about, hey, who's QB1 going to be, his answer has changed significantly. Hey, we don't know right now. When we find out, we'll let you know. We still have to play the Commanders, blah, 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 all these different things. And then being asked, hey, is Drake May, does he have potential to be the week 1 starter? Would he be ready right now? And the answer, obviously, he said 100%. Now, is he going to come out and absolutely just say Drake May is a starter right now? No, he's not. But all my indication from this coach speak, you could say, would point to the direction that Drake May is most likely at this point in time going to be the starter. Now, again, things can change. Jacoby Brissett could go out and ball, and if he does that against the Commanders, then chances are he will be the starter. I'm not going to doubt that. Now, if it's vice versa, if it's Drake May, or if it's close, they may play it safe, but I believe at this moment right now that it's going to be Drake May as the starter. I think that he has shown that he has the intangibles that during these preseason games, though the first one he only had 2 dump-off passes, they were playing it very safe, but this past game he shows that he can move the ball effectively. Yes, we still have a ton of questions on the offensive line, but through that, he was able to play. He was able to move up in the pocket as well. He was able to run. So when it comes down to it, I think that Drake May, regardless of what you think, I think that there is a big potential. I'm buying futures on it. I'm buying so many futures on this that Drake May has a very good shot of being the starter come week 1 for the New England Patriots. So as well, what I thought was interesting is they talked about. I can't find it, but they talked about how his confidence with Drake, or his confidence in the offense, the coaches can tell that it's gotten better. And obviously for any rookie trying to understand the book and all these different things, he's a hard worker. So he goes in, he's the typical first to practice, last to leave, all those different things. And what's also been very interesting is he is meeting with coaches. And so when he's meeting with these different coaches, they're having, discussions on the play and kind of assessing like, hey, is he ready? And a lot of those conversations have gone very, very well for Drake May. And so, again, I think he is leaning in this direction of starting. Again, ask yourself the question, is Jacoby Brissett the franchise quarterback for the New England Patriots? No, he's not going to be. So then the question becomes, and I said this before, and I know people are probably going to point it out. I had said Jacoby Brissett at the beginning of training camp, it would be smart to start him week 1. Yes, I would agree. But when it comes down to it, the best quarterback should play. Put him in there, put him in a position. Now, granted, I understand things can go wrong if it starts becoming a dumpster fire from him. Is it a bad look to take him out and put Jacoby in, trying to help stop the fire if it gets really bad? Yeah, sure. But again, I think the biggest issue is going to be that offensive line, and I think that could easily people could point to that and say, well, okay, here's the reason we really don't want this. We don't want to put him in this situation. So, what do you think? Comment below. Do you think that this is pointing in this direction, that it's pointing in a direction where we believe that Drake May is going to get that week 1 start? Or do you still think in your heart of hearts that you're like, it's going to be Jacoby Brissett? And I know there's other people out there as well that believe somehow, some way Joe Milton's going to get that. Notice Joe Milton's not in any of these discussions because no one talks about him. Yes, he's crazy athletic, but again, he is most likely going to be a backup. Now, down the road, if Jacoby Brissett is off the team and then it is Drake May and Joe Milton, and then Joe Milton starts to outperform him, you never know. But I wouldn't be getting Joe Milton in your drafts. Maybe in your dynasty drafts, sure, sit on him. But that being said, comment below. What do you think about the situation? Love to hear from you. Before you bounce, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. Peace.